Our 1965 CA77 toaster tank has been pre-washed, waxed, and is ready for sealing. For this project, I'm going to be using the POR15 fuel tank sealer. I've had very good results using the POR15. The secret, of course, is to use the POR15 prep products, the entire suite, and I'm going to start off by using the cleaner Degreaser, and for this project I'm also going to be using some of the rust remover, and of course the most important product is the metal prep. So let's get started. I poured the degreaser into this bucket so I can use it again. It's water soluble and reusable, so I'm just going to put a lid on it and put it aside for my next tank project. The degreaser did a good job loosening up a lot of the harder debris in there, and looks like we're looking pretty good and ready to treat that rust. Using this next product, the rust remover, isn't necessary, but the rust remover is quite a bit less expensive than the metal prep. They both have phosphoric acid, and it says on the label that the rust remover will de-rust up to 300 pounds of rust. So I'm going to let the rust remover do the heavy work, and I'm going to dump it out and then and save it. It's all reusable, and then I'm going to come in for a final wash with the metal prep so I can get the etching and the zinc that the sealer needs. The rust remover is great for dipping rusty parts. Wow, great results with the rust remover. The tank is looking really clean. Up until now, I've been rotating the tank and propping up in different angles in order to keep the interior of the tank completely wet with the rust remover. Now I need to hit the top of the tank a little bit better. I'm going to seal the filler hole with some tape, let it work on the top of the tank before I drain and rinse. Alright, looks like my filler tape did leak a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape, drain the rust remover, and give everything a good rinse down. The rust remover won't hurt most paints, and I've been keeping everything wiped down, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a good rinse just to clean this up a little bit. The rust remover has been drained and the tank rinsed and dried. I think the tank is turning out really well. I see in the back corner of the tank on both sides there's still a little bit more corrosion. I'm going to hit that next with the metal prep, but the tank is looking really, really good. The tank is retaped and we're ready for our metal prep. The metal prep has been drained, and I rinsed the tank and spent a lot of time drying it. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. It's raining outside, and I see I got a little flash rust, but I'm also seeing some debris still built up behind the crossover tube, right where the metal is corrugated. That was designed to catch heavy sediments. Looks like it's still really packed in there. I'm going to go ahead and let it soak a little bit longer. I'm going to hit it with some metal prep again, see if I can get that last bit broken up. All right, the tank has been sitting and soaking all afternoon. I've been shifting it around, changing position about every 30 minutes, and also giving it a good shake. Drain it and take a look at that. The top of this tank is pretty chewed up. It looks like somebody used the wrong cap for a long period of time, and looks like using that duct tape did peel some up. It looks like a little bit of the cleaner got underneath it. Removed a little bit of paint, but also a lot of the rust around the rim. All right, this is after the second pass. It looks really pretty good. You can see all the bluing and etching from the metal prep, but I still am seeing a little bit of rust left down there by the corrugated sediment trap part of the tank. It looks great. Look, you can actually see the lines that catch the sediment. So I'm going to just, at this point, hit the tank again with the metal prep and leave it overnight. I think we're almost there, but one more treatment. It's continued to rain here in the Pacific Northwest, and the humidity was increasing in my garage, so I brought the tank project into the powder room and cranked up the heat. And as you can see, we're at 33% humidity and about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. That's great. I think the final metal prep wash will be most effective. And of course, I'm trying to get the humidity down to prevent some of the flash rusting I had on the earlier washes. So I'm going to just turn this a little bit and then just set this here for the rest of the night. The tank is drained and on the dryer. My dryer setup is pretty simple. It's just a heat gun strapped to my fuel bottle pole, and it blows the air into this brass and copper pipe. I can get it warmer or cooler just by moving it away, and then it just goes right into my tank bottom, and there's plenty of room for water to drain out around it. It's stacked on my blocks. Pretty simple setup and very effective. It looks like we're at about 126 degrees inside the tank. I want to get it nice and warm. We're keeping it at right about 200 to 210. We're at 208 right now. As you can see, that all the rust is gone and everything's blue and etched. It looks great. I think we're finally ready for our final coat. It's still raining outside, and even with my space heaters, I was not able to get my garage warmer than about 61 degrees and the humidity lower than about 50%. So I brought the project into a powder room, and I have the heat cranked up. It's about 75 degrees in here now with 31% humidity, and I'm ready to mix and add the POR15 fuel tank sealer. Since I'm working in a smaller space, I'm going to be wearing my respirator, and I'm also going to have to turn this fan on. It's going to be a little bit loud. I apologize for that, but need to keep the ventilation going. The tank's been sitting here about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take out the drippings there just to get that smell out of the room. All right, I put this here just to catch any drippings. I'm going to go ahead and take the surplus liquid out, which is quite a bit, and I'm going to let that off gas outside and set up. All right, here's the final coating of the POR15. It turned out fantastic. The little yellow that you see sometimes inside the tank is actually my light. There's no rust at all in there. It's beautifully coated. You can see the sediment trap of the tank there. It's just perfectly clean and ready to last a few more years. And you can see the whole entire tank is just a beautiful silver coated. So really happy with the product and the way it turned out. The tank is completely sealed.